Today I will show you how to install Apache, MariaDB-MySQL Server and PHP into the CentOS 7 Linux server. So first you have to log in with into terminal with your root password. Once you log in successfully, you have to run the command. To update the local Apache HTTP packages index to reflect the latest upstream changes. So here is the command. It will install latest packages of Apache to the server. We have found that no package is marked for update. There are all packages are updated. Now let's install Apache using this command. Press Y and enter. That is done. Apache installed successfully. You can check the Apache server status by using this command. We have started the Apache. You can check the status by typing the status instead of the start. So you can see that Apache is active and running. So now you can check into your browser like with the IP address, is it working or not. So you have to type your testing 1 2 3. So it is working. Now go back to the command prompt. So here we will add the command to enable HTTP. So it will reload the start the Apache if you restart the server or enable. So it will start the Apache server at the boot time of. Now we have installed the Apache. So what we will do now, we will create a directory, domain directory, in which we need to add our website. So first you have to create the domain website, domain folder. You can create in where www folder. Now you have to create one demo index page to put in this public HTML folder, so we can check it in the browser like if it's working or not. So here I have created one index.html using vi command, and after you do vi you need to press I, so you can insert the text or edit the text content into the file. Here I am pasting the sample text for the index.html. Once you paste that, if you modify that file, then try to press escape and :wq, so it will write file and quite to the file, so it will go back to the folder directory. Now if you go to the browser, you will see sorry, you have to set up the host, because otherwise it will not work. Let's set up first virtual host for the domain, so we can know like its domain is pointing to the IP address or not. So for that we have to create virtual host file into the server. So we will create the file at the using this command. You have to put your domain name.conf file. Here again we can press I and paste the text. Save it and exit. Now we have to restart the Apache server, so that will make effect. So it's successfully restarted. Now we will go to the browser and check if it's our website is working or not. So our domain is now pointing to the IP address server. So let's see if its index.html is working or not. Maybe there is a permission problem. So let's see what is the problem. Sorry guys, here we have done mistake, like we have added configuration vhost file into the http folder. We need to put that file into the httpd conf.d folder. So it's our domain configuration file should be in httpd/conf.d folder. So let's create that file again, and so we can our index new path will be point to the domain. So again press I and insert this file, copy paste this text and replace with your domain name and directory path with your path. We are saving and quieting. So now its configuration file is set. So let's restart the Apache. Okay, now let's check on the browser. So it's will pointing to our new folder. We can again let's check it. So it's pointing to our new folder where www domain name /public html index file. So let's see if it's working or not. Again we can check it. Now refresh the browser. Okay, so that is it. Now we will do install the MariaDB server for the MySQL. So let's start it. So before that, let's me clear this command. Installing MariaDB server 10.4 to the CentOS 7. Sorry, it's by mistake paste. So Using this command we will first upload set update package. We will get the latest packages. Press yes, Y. That is done. Using this command you can get the MariaDB setup. I will provide the link, all the commands in below description area, so you can get all the commands from there also. So file is now downloaded, so let's set permission and export it. Now install the MariaDB server using this command. Press Y to continue. So it is done. My MariaDB is installed. Now let's start it. Here you can use the start instead of restart, and stop and check the status command also. So using that you can check the MariaDB service is working or not. So yes, it's working, it's active and running. Now let's do secure installation for the MySQL. If you found this error like MySQL secure installation command not found, then you can try MariaDB secure installation, because in some time, like in latest version, MySQL secure installation is not working. So you can try MariaDB secure installation instead of MySQL. So like we are adding underscore, so we need to replace with this and it will work. In order to log into the Maria security, we will need the current password for the root user. If you have just installed Maria and haven't seen the root password yet, you should press enter. So we are installing the fresh installation, so we don't have a root password, so we can press enter without entering anything. The root account protected, so you can safely answer no. Switch to Unix authentication. Press Y into the all questions. You already have root. Change root password to yes. So we will set the new root password for the MySQL. You have to re-enter same password. So here they are asking the remove anonymous user, so press Y. Disallow root login, remove, press Y. Remove test database and access to it, yes, press Y. reload privilege tables now. Yes, so all is set. Now we have set everything. So now let's use this command enable. So it will enable MariaDB service to when a boot is started or restart server, this MariaDB service also start. Now let me clear this thing. So now we have MySQL server, MariaDB server is installed. So let's create database into the MySQL. Before that, use this command to login using the root. You need to enter the root password which we have set in last step. So you have now logged into the MariaDB server. Now let's create database. Using this command you can create database. You can see the database list by show database this. Now we will create the user for the database. So we have to, using this command we will create the user. Here there are 127.0.0.1. You can also change it to with localhost. Instead of this IP you can set the localhost. So now user is created. Now we will grant permission to the user. Okay, now it's done. So our database and user also created. This user and password you can use in your website and for the database connection. Now next step is to install the PHP 7.4 with PHP modules. So before that we will go back to the root access, login into the server. You can do it by Ctrl+C command. Now let's clear this command. Now we will get the PHP release. Using this command you can install the PHP and their modules. You can add more modules here also, but by default we can use mcrypt, CLI, GD and curl and MySQL, which are default and mostly used, so we are using that. You can install more. So it's done. Now PHP also installed into the server. Now let's restart the server using this command. Without error we have it's restarted, so it's everything is fine. Now we want to show like see like if it's PHP is working to the server or not. So for that we will create one file, PHP file into the server folder, domain root folder, and we will check if it's working or not. Simply you can type PHP info echo or print. You can do that whatever you want to. And here we are trying PHP info to check the PHP is working and what is version we have get. Now we will go to the DOM browser and check our info file. So it's working fine. We got the PHP version 7.4.27. So everything is working fine. Now go back to the terminal. Now you can also install the postfix for PHP mail. Like by default PHP mail will not work, you will not get mail from the server. So here few commands to install the postfix for PHP mail. Press Y. We will enable the postfix whenever the server is boot. We can restart the postfix by using restart command, and then after we can check the status is postfix running or not. So it's active and running, so everything is fine till now. Now you can also, there is a one command we need to do one changes into the server configuration file, because if you are using PHP and some any frameworks like Coordinator and WordPress or something like that, there is a rewrite module, rewrite URL if you want to do, then you have to allow htaccess to work. So for to allowing htaccess file, you need to make changes into the server configuration file. So let's edit the server configuration file and see. In this configuration file there is a directory where www. You have to find it, and here we got it. So let's change here, allow override none to allow override all. So you have to replace none with all and save it, exit, restart the Apache. It's fine. So now your htaccess also working. That's it guys. You can also, now you have to put your website into the public HTML folder, and you can set up your database and make connection with this. So guys, check it, and here you can, below in description area you can find all the commands, and if you have any query, and then you can ask me on comment section. Please like and subscribe and share our video. Thank you.